Before you retire to the jury room to deliberate upon your verdict, I must add one thing. I don't want you all to hold it against your fellow townsman, Mr. Benbow here, because he's acting as counsel for this defendant. It wasn't that he wanted to take this case. He had to, as he was appointed by the court.
Objection, Your Honor. I take exception to Your Honor's charge. It is clearly prejudicial to the interests of my client. Furthermore, Your Honor's last statement is not the fact. I had no objection to taking this case. On the contrary...
Delete Mr. Benbow's last remarks from the record.
Well, you fixed it. We haven't got a chance now.
We never had a chance after that charge.
You may withdraw to the jury room, gentlemen.
Come in.
Well, Stephen?
Afternoon, Judge Drake. You wanted to see me?
Yes. About this report on the Barlow case. I've decided against you.
So?
Yes. Your brief was bad law, and it was bad morals. The statutes of this state have got to be enforced, no matter what we may personally think of them.
But it's an obsolete statute, sir. Totally out of key with our time.
Stephen, you're always butting your head against a stone wall. And when will you stop giving your valuable time to every lame duck in town? Every penniless criminal?
Oh, aren't you exaggerating, sir?
Well, you haven't been round to see Temple lately.
Oh, I've been pretty busy. And so she.
I hope my granddaughter will never be too busy for you.
Thank you, sir.
Stephen, why don't you marry her?
Another stone wall. She said no.
No? Why?
I'm too serious. Unromantic.
Oh, nonsense. Now, you ask her again. You know, Stephen, I'd feel better about Temple if I knew that she had someone steady and reliable like you to take care of her. She's a good girl, Stephen.
Do I show no? Just me? Oh, men are so funny. I said no. Of course I like you. Dreadfully. But I'm not a wrestler. But don't. Hey, you're too rough. Now let go. Good night.
Temple.
Why, Granddaddy.
What hour of the night is this to come in?
Well, is it late, sure enough? You know, I didn't know.
Why, it's nearly daylight. Now, where have you been? Whom have you been with?
Dolly, won't you unhook me?
Who did you say you'd been out with?
Why, a boy called Gowan. Toddy Gowan.
Gowan? Oh. I don't remember meeting him.
Well, he's the nicest boy, Granddad, honest he is. He's from your own college.
So? Oh, well, that's all right then.
Good night.
Good night, my dear.
Man, that's drinking. College man, eh?
Yes, sir. State University. Hey, have a slug? What's so glum about it?
Oh, he's still sore because the girl made a sucker of him.
Stop it. Don't touch me. You don't know what you're doing. And just when I was going good. Who cares if her grandfather is a judge?
You ain't the only one.
Say, are you referring to Temple Drake?
Nobody else but.
Well, you can't talk about her. Not around me.
Oh, no? Ah, sit down.
My, them's pretty.
They needs mending. Miss Temple is sure hard on her things. And ain't no wonder. With nobody except an old grandfather can't see past his own specs. If he done a laundry, he'd know more about that child.
I ought to know. I've seen 3 generations of them in my time. They're a stiff-necked lot, most of them. Proud and all that. There's a wild streak in them. Every now and then, one of them comes along like Temple with something bad in him, something wrong. Maybe Temple will get over it, but it's not one of them that's had it that didn't end in the gutter. If I was the old judge, I'd marry her off quick. Stephen? My ball of yarn, please.
Oh, sorry, Aunt Jenny.
You didn't hear a word I said.
That's possible, Auntie.
Well, I was talking about Temple Drake.
Yes, I know. That's why I didn't listen.
That's enough. Let's go in.
No. Not till you promise.
You're drunk.
Sure I am. But it isn't the gin.
Oh, come on, honey. Be nice now.
Nice. That's what you always say. It ain't fair. Fire a man all up, then poof. Put him out.
Do I do that? Sure enough.
Come on. Let's get out of here. Go somewhere.
No. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're late. Toddy had a blowout. Steve, honey, you did come. Oh, I'm glad.
You almost make me believe it.
There you go. You know I'm thrilled. You bored, darling?
No. There are rumors of a poker game.
Did you promise me a dance, or was it only a dream?
A dream. But come on. Will you check that, Steve?
Surely.
Boy? Well, good luck, Judge.
Oh, if you only knew what a dream.
Well, you can't be arrested for dreaming.
Mine.
I thought you'd fold it up for the night.
I don't fold.
Don't talk in your sleep, honey. Renovated?
Empty. Oil drained and greased and running in high. But I need gas. What do you say, sugar?
You got too rich a mixture now.
Okay.
Why'd you do that? You know you don't like to dance with me.
Oh, I do. But let's not, huh? Aren't you going to kiss me?
No.
Why not? Don't you like me anymore? Well, I do you, Steve. Best of everybody.
Cut it, Temple.
What?
Honey, will you be honest with me? Just once?
Of course.
Really? Man to man?
Yes, Steve.
Marry me.
No.
Why not?
Why do you have to ask that?
I want to know.
Perhaps I like you too much.
And love me too little?
It isn't you, Steve. It's me.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm no good.
Don't be silly.
Oh, I'm not. Let's not talk about it anymore.
But Temple...
I can't explain. It's just me. It's something inside me. Stevie, I've wanted to marry you ever since I was little. But I won't. I can't.
Hadn't you better tell me about it?
No. But I do love you. Well, part of me does. It's like there were two me's. One of them says, yes, yes, quick, don't let me get away.
And the other?
I won't tell you. What it wants, what does, or what'll happen to it. I don't know myself. All I know is I hate it. Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. Good night.
How's about it, sugar?
Oh, Toddy, take me somewhere.
Huh?
Oh, anywhere. I want to get away from here.
Say, what you need is a drink.
Yes, a drink. Lots of drinks.
Yay, Drake. Hey, I know a great spot. Lee Goodwin's place. Come on, sugar. I didn't know that you wanted a drink. Da-da. Da-da, 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 da-da.
Who wrote this?
I don't know, sir.
Toddy, where are you? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Say, what's a stick-up?
Where do you think you're going in such a hurry?
Going to Lee Gubben's for a drink.
I'm Temple Drake, my grandfather's Judge Drake.
Jack. Hey, Jack. Take him up to the house.
I don't want to go up there. Please, can't we stay here until he gets a car?
Tell your skirt to lay off of me, Jack. Go on with him.
You hear? Calling me Jack. He calls everybody Jack. My name's Tommy. Dog, if he ain't better in a circus. Come on.
Tell him we won't go. We'll stay here.
I gotta take you up to Goodwin's, lady. That's what Trigger said.
Sure. And anyway, I want a drink.
My grandfather's a judge. I don't have to do what that man said. He can't threaten me.
It ain't no need to fret. Trigger, he just scared.
Come on.
Remember when that old dog come out from under the house, sniffed Trigger's heels, just like any dog. And darned if he didn't whip out that little automatic, shot that hound dog dead as a doornail. Just an old dog. Wouldn't hurt a flea. I know, 'cause he was my dog.
Keep your hands off me. Who's in there?
Just the boys.
Come on.
I don't want to go in there.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of.
I want to go home.
Well, I want a drink if you don't.
Toddy, please. We can't stay here.
Oh, ain't no need to fret. Lee will get you back to town, I reckon.
Bill? You don't know what happened.
Tap stone deep and blind, too.
Why the shooting? They've had enough.
What's the matter now? I thought that was you shooting. It's your own fault, Lee, for letting scum like him come here. Why don't you leave him in the city where he belongs?
All right. Get back in there and make these drunks some coffee.
Dirty stinking.
I'm with Mr. Gowan.
What did you come for?
I didn't want to.
Well, then why don't you get out?
It's raining, and our car got smashed. Please, couldn't your husband take us?
What do you think he is, a chauffeur? Anyhow, they gotta load the truck. They're hauling to the city tonight.
What'll I do?
Use those.
How about that coffin?
She come with that drunk.
No, leave me alone. Let me go.
You leave her be.
Yeah?
Keep your hands off of me, you drunk.
Baby. Why do you keep it in the wood box?
So the rats won't get it. Leave it be. It's sick.
I won't hurt it. Temple won't hurt you, will she? If anybody tries to hurt you, you tell Temple. Her grandfather'll tell the governor's soldiers.
Soldiers? What are you afraid of? Think Lee runs after every little county? I'm taking a light. Of course, if you want to stay there in the dark.
Toddy.
Sit here, kid. Right in my lap.
Toddy!
Hey, they're alone. Gentlemen, I gotta protect.
Now come here.
Quit it.
Who's gonna make me? Who's big enough?
I am.
All right, if it's that bad.
He don't want nothing to do with her. Y'all better get started if you want to get that stuff to town and back before light. You can take her and that drunk with you.
Yeah, I guess that's best. You get him out to the truck. You come with me.
Ah. You're taking the drunk, not her.
Well, if that's the way it is, fix her up a place to sleep.
Are you going on the truck?
Come on. No, I don't want to stay here. I want to go.
Take off them wet things. You can use that. Thank you.
Give me that coat. I need it.
Woody, ain't it?
Darn you fellas. Why don't y'all quit pestering me?
Always snooping around, ain't you, Tommy?
Ain't no need to fret. I'll be watching.
You putty-faced little fool. Now you're satisfied. You got 'em all fighting over you. You nice women. I know your kind. You get a kick out of playing with kids, burning their gas, eating their food, spending their money. And what do you give 'em? Always got away with it before, ain't you? And now you're scared. Because these ain't kids, they're men. If one of them laid a finger on you, you'd faint. Well, I ain't letting Lee run after you. He was mine before you ever come along. They had him in Leavenworth once for shooting a soldier over one of them foreign ones. I got him out. And how do you think I paid? Sure. You wouldn't do it, would you? Well, you leave him alone and get out of here in the morning first thing. Shh.
Trailing me?
Me? No. I was just thinking.
Thinking?
Darn it. Why don't you fellas quit pestering me?
Get out.
I could tell it was Trigger by the smell of that stuff on his hair. You can come along with me down to the barn. They won't bother you none there. Come on. Are they back yet?
Yeah. Lee's back and going to sleep. Likely he'll take you to town when he wakes up. I'll be out here watching.
I just seen Trigger and that...
You seen nothing.
Where are you going?
Up the road. To telephone the sheriff.
The sheriff?
Tommy's shot. Dead.
Nice morning.
10.
Yes.
Want some coffee? Here you are. Take it. Drink it.
$1.90. And a nickel for the coffee.
That's 5.
Thank you. Hey, here's your change.
Fix yourself.
Miss Reba, it's Mr. Trigger, and he's got a girl with him.
A girl? Well, open the door. I'm coming.
Yes'm. Come right in. Come on. Come on.
Got a room?
Oh, sure, honey, sure. Pretty nice, ain't it, dearie? Of course, it ain't been fixed up yet. But I'll send for Minnie and she'll tidy things. How long you staying, dearie?
We'll let you know.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to stay.
I'm not keeping you. If you want to go back to that town, to your grandfather, go ahead.
No. Leave me alone.
I ain't hurt you none. Spotted you the minute I seen you. You holler and you faint, but
No.
you're crazy about me.
No.
You're gonna stay. You like it here.
Lord city.
What? Where is...
Who is you?
How did I get here?
You asking me, white man? Blood, ain't it?
Here. Sit. Say, where is this? What town am I in?
Dixon, boss.
Dixon. That's it. Past out cold.
Huh?
When's the next train out of here?
About 20 minutes, boss.
Say, gotta get out of here.
Judge Drake informs ye Ed that his granddaughter, the popular Miss Temple Drake, has left unexpectedly to visit relatives in Philadelphia. Don't believe a word of it.
If you ask me, there's something smelly about it.
That why you putting all them onions on it?
No, I mean Temple Drake.
They tell me she ain't been seen since the night of the dance.
Probably run off and married that young fella from upstate. Be just like her.
Not to marry him, it wouldn't.
And what do you think the judge says? Oh, sorry, Mrs. Lanham, he says, but I'm afraid she took that dress with her to Philadelphia. Oh, says I, without batting an eyelash, but saying to myself all the time, you old hypocrite, 'cause she took it with her. She didn't have nothing else on when she ran away.
The defendant will rise.
Rise, please.
Lee Goodwin, how do you plead to this indictment? Guilty or not?
Not guilty.
Who's your attorney?
Don't want none.
But you have to have a lawyer.
I ain't got no use for 'em. Nobody's got nothing on me. It's up to them to prove it, ain't it? Besides, I ain't got no money.
Then the court is required to appoint counsel for you. Notify Mr. Stephen Benbow that I've appointed him in this case.
How am I going to defend you if you sit there with your mouth shut tight? If you want me to save your life, you'll have to tell me what happened.
I didn't do it. I wouldn't hurt Tommy. Not a thief.
The jury won't know that. Goodwin, you've got to face it. Unless you talk to me, I can't save you.
Yeah? And if I talk to you, nothing can save me.
That's nonsense.
It is, huh? See that? And that. That was yesterday. I was standing at the window trying to get some air, and it come from the hotel across the street. Zing, right past my ears, flattening in the wall. And when it went past, I got the message. Shut up, you. That's what it said. I ain't taking no chances.
Then you'll probably hang.
You better tell him.
That's right, make him tell.
Nobody can make me tell nothing.
What you gonna do, keep your face shut and swing? I never cared nothing for nobody except you. I ain't gonna let you swing.
Shut
I ain't gonna, trigger or no trigger. I'm gonna tell.
You get me shot?
Who's Trigger?
I don't know.
He's lying to you, Mr. Benbow. Trigger was there that night with a gal. Trigger and a gal. They know who done it. You ask them.
Shut up, you. Where can I find this Trigger?
You try Miss Reba's place down Emmanuel Street.
In the city?
Yes.
Emmanuel Street. Is Trigger here?
Trigger? Who wants him?
It's all right. He's expecting me. Which way did you say?
The second door to your left.
Thank you.
Who is it?
Temple. Temple Drake. What are you doing here? Are you... Did he... They tell me you're a very tough guy. Well, stand up. First, I'm going to beat you to a pulp. Then I'm going to take this girl home to her people.
Wait a minute. What right have you got interfering, Stephen? This isn't any of your business.
Get out of my way, Temple. When I'm through with him, I'm going to take you
Well,
home.
what's he got to do with it? Wait, listen to me.
He brought you here. I'm going to kill him for
He
it.
didn't bring me here. I came because I wanted to come. And I stayed because I wanted to be here.
You couldn't. I don't believe you.
Well, it's true. Oh, Stephen, go away and leave us alone.
You, Temple Drake, in this place with this...
Yes.
This what? Let him finish.
No. He shan't interfere. You're just angry because I preferred him to you. Well, that's how it is. And you needn't say I didn't warn you. Don't pay any attention to him, Trigger. He's not really a busybody. He used to be kind of crazy about me, and he's just a little bit jealous.
Okay, kid. You heard him, mister. Anything else we can do for you?
Yes. I'm Lee Goodwin's lawyer. Know anything about that case?
I don't read the papers. Weak eyes.
You and some woman were at his place the night Tommy Bassett was shot.
Who said I was?
I know you were.
Someone's been giving you a phony. We was right here that night. Right here in this place. Wasn't we, kid?
Yes.
So what?
This is a subpoena of the court. I'm going to give you both the chance to say that again. Under oath.
Don't worry about this, baby. Nothing to it. Absolutely nothing. I said they had nothing on us.
I heard you.
And you heard right. Poor lug. Busting in here with that Frank Merriwell stuff. You don't know yet how near he came. I'd have let him have it sure if you hadn't stepped in when you did. He's stuck on you, ain't he? I could tell that. You came through for me. Stood up for me against one of your own kind. Honest, I never thought you'd do it. But sometimes I thought you kind of looked down on me. And hated me, too, when we wasn't together. Honest, babe, that's how I had you figured. I had you wrong. Say, when you kissed me in front of him, and him stuck on you, that subpoena don't mean a thing. We'll go to the big town until this case cools off. Lights, music, plenty of rocks on your pretty hands, and... Hey, what are you putting your hat on for?
I'm leaving.
What? I don't get you. You mean you're leaving me? Hey, it was a rib, huh? You put on a night for me so I wouldn't croak the boyfriend, is that it? Answer me.
Yes.
Kissing me and double-crossing me, and I fell for it. I got Gabby and spilled my brains, and you giving me the laugh all the time.
No, I wasn't.
And now you're going to put the finger on me. Tell all you know to the hay shakers back home.
I'm not going back. I'm never going back. Nobody will ever see me again. I'll just disappear.
You'll just disappear. You ain't going nowhere. Sit down.
You can't stop me. I am going.
Sit down. I ain't through with you yet. No. Even if you are a dirty little double-crosser, I still got use for you, see?
You can't stop me. You can't stop me.
Oh, yes, I can, baby. I got your number, and you know it.
No, no, keep away from me.
I told you not to. I told you not to.
It was down here. I didn't hear anything. Shooting. I swear it was down here. I think I heard Mr. Trigger go out a little while ago with that man that came. I heard the front door slam.
Oh, come on, Miss Reba. You're hearing things.
Oh, I could have sworn I heard shooting. Just as sure as anything in the world, I heard it. Minnie! Minnie! Where are you? I'm coming, Miss Reba. Well, come on.
Where to, miss?
How far is it to Dixon?
Dixon? About 110 miles.
Can you take me there?
Sure, miss.
Now then, Doctor, is this the bullet that you took out of the body of Tommy Bassett?
It is. The bullet that caused his death.
And what caliber is it?
38.
I now show you Colt 38, marked Exhibit F, which was taken from the pocket of the defendant. I ask you if that bullet could have come from that gun.
It certainly could. It's a 38.
Thank you, Doctor. Your witness.
No questions.
The people rest, Your Honor.
Proceed, Mr. Benbow. May it please the court. I move that this indictment be dismissed and the case withdrawn from the jury on the ground of insufficient evidence.
I submit to the court that the people have made out more than a sufficient case. We have proved that the defendant had not only the motive, but also the means and the opportunity to commit this crime.
Motion to quash the indictment is denied. You will proceed with your defense, Mr. Benbow.
Exception, sir. Better change your mind, Goodwin. I can't save him if he won't help himself. If you've any influence
Oh,
over
and
him...
he's thought there ain't no moving him.
But don't you realize... Will the court grant me a short recess in which to prepare?
The defense has had several weeks in which to prepare.
Court will recess for 15 minutes.
What do you mean by this, sir? Have you lost your senses? Subpoenaing my granddaughter in a case involving bootleggers, murderers? How dare you, sir? You know as well as I do she's never laid eyes on one of them in all her life.
Is that what she told you?
Do you dare to imply, sir, that...
I'm not implying anything, Judge. I'm only asking if you've spoken with your granddaughter on this subject.
There's no need for me to speak to her, and I resent your impudence.
Why don't you ask her, sir?
Granddaddy, let me talk to him. Stephen misunderstands, that's all. If you'll just let me talk to him alone.
Oh, there's nothing to discuss. It's unheard of, dragging Temple
Please.
into a...
Won't you please leave me alone with him for just a few minutes?
Perhaps you'd better had, sir.
Very well. I will leave you. You remember this, Stephen. I'm an old man. I'm not too old to do what I am in honor bound to do if you persist in dragging my granddaughter's name into this case. You understand me?
I understand, sir.
Stephen, you can't call me as a witness.
I must.
If you put me on the stand, I'll lie. I'll swear I was never there. I'll swear I've never seen those people in all my life. And they'll believe me, too. You know they will.
Just the same, I'll have to call you.
Why do you have to?
It's my sworn duty.
That isn't true. You don't really care about your bootlegger client. You're calling me because you're angry with me. You want to hurt me.
I don't want to hurt you, Temple.
Then leave me out of this. Don't you see? Nobody knows what I've done. Nobody but you. Oh, Steve, give me a chance to live it down. Don't you see, if you put me on the witness stand, it'll all come out and I'll be disgraced. Stephen, once you asked me to marry you, Stephen, please, if you ever loved me, you won't. You can't do this to me.
I'm sorry, Temple. It isn't you or me, how we feel, or even Goodwin. It's bigger than that. It's our duty before God that we mustn't let them, no matter how much it hurts us, execute a man for something he didn't do.
Oh, you lawyer prating about your God and your duty to your client. You don't know what you're asking me to do. You don't realize.
I'm asking all that is good and fine in you to stand up and take your medicine. Remember what you told me once about the evil streak in you? Well, here's your chance to destroy it forever.
No, I can't.
You can.
I tell
You will.
I can't. I daren't go on that stand. Because the man Trigger's dead. And I killed him.
Killed him?
After you'd gone, he tried to keep me there. And I shot him. I had to. When they question me on the stand, that'll come out, too. Now you know everything. If you still think it's your duty, then call me.
waiting for you, Mr. Benbow.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
Better put the wife on. She's our only hope. I doubt if they'll believe her, though.
You will proceed, Mr. Benbow.
With submission to Your Honor. Gentlemen of the jury, I will not attempt to outline the defense. But after you have heard it, I know that you will find the defendant, Lee Goodwin, not guilty. Will Miss Temple Drake take the stand?
This is an outrage.
Order!
Miss Drake, your right hand on the Bible, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
Your name?
Temple Drake,
Where do you live?
right here in town.
Your family, the Drakes, have lived here for generations?
Yes.
How long?
Since before the war.
The Civil War?
Yes.
Your father is dead?
Yes.
He died serving his country in the World War?
Yes.
You're proud of your family, aren't you, Temple?
Object, Your Honor. I don't see the point of all this.
I ask the court to be patient with me. This witness is of vital importance to the defense. Won't Your Honor let me question her in my own way?
All right. But it isn't necessary to establish the character of the witness. It hasn't been questioned. And I assume it won't be.
You understand the reason, don't you, Miss Drake?
Yes, I guess so.
You are proud of your family, aren't you?
Naturally.
Proud of their courage, their willingness to make sacrifices, their love of the truth. Won't you answer, please?
Yes, I guess so.
I object. Let's get down to this case.
I'm about to. Temple, once a Drake had taken his oath to God, had sworn on the Bible to tell the truth, he'd tell it no matter what happened, wouldn't he?
Yes, I guess so.
Even if in doing so, he destroyed himself. You're a woman. But you're still a Drake. You want to act like one, don't you? Temple. Will you tell us where you were the morning
May it please the court, I withdraw the witness.
This is most irregular, Mr. Benbow. I must say I find your conduct of this case to be frivolous, not to say unwise. You may step down, Miss Drake. The court apologizes to you, as I trust Mr. Benbow will, for this unwarranted intrusion on your time. You may step down. Call the next witness.
No. I want to answer. I want to tell everything. I was there. A boy took me. Toddy Gowan. Our car got smashed. And it was raining. Then he went away and left me. Nobody would take me home. I got frightened, and that woman took me out to the barn. She said I'd be safe there. I couldn't sleep. It was getting light when a man came in. Trigger, they called him. He came at me. Tommy heard us and looked in. Trigger shot him. I didn't see Tommy anymore.
And then?
And then he attacked me. Trigger did.
If you saw the murder committed, why didn't you say so before?
If Your Honor, please.
Let her answer.
I didn't go home. I went to the city with Trigger and stayed there until this week.
You stayed there? A prisoner, you mean? Where is he now? This man, Trigger. Where can we find him?
Can't. Never find him. I killed him.
Be proud of her, Judge. I am.